Morning. My name's Jesse. Just want to take a minute to introduce this video that you're going to watch here. My uncle, my son, and I are going to take a motorcycle trip across Colombia in the coming weeks. And we wanted to film it for people who have actually financially helped us do this trip, and for people who are interested in deep brain stimulation for Parkinson's, as I do have Parkinson's, and deep brain stimulation has completely changed my life and allowed me to do things like we're about to do. So that's what the upcoming video we're watching here is just our introduction to each other, and we've been to several meetings with each other to discuss how we're going to do this, what we're going to do, and where we're going to go. That's what this is all about. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. We're going to be leaving here pretty quick, and we're going to be filming the whole time we're there. We're not professionals at this, so don't critique us on that kind of stuff unless you want to send us some hardware to make it a little bit easier for us. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Okay, we're here in the planning stages. I'd like to meet Dave.
Hello.
And Dave.
Hello.
Already met them, I think, and this is Jesse. We are 2 weeks away from leaving, and we just want to get together and talk about it. We're as uncomfortable as you can imagine, talking in front of a camera. We're at Bob's Bar now. What's the other name of the other place? Boatyard didn't work out too good. We didn't have the camera far away from us enough, and too much background noise. So now we're getting really high tech with an iPhone. We're trying to figure this out.
Still got the same beer though.
No, I don't have Super Fantastic.
I still got Busch Light.
Did you all get a chance to look at that video?
I didn't.
I did. I've seen that video. The one on YouTube. I've seen that. That's cool, isn't it?
Well, that just tells you how much rain there is down there.
Well, it's supposed to be every day.
Well, it was for them, you know.
And the last video I watched, the guy was trying to go the same route out of Medellin we were going to go to Rio Negro toward the airport. He couldn't hardly get there because the roads were all closed from rock sliding across the rain.
So what do you think the mountains are going to be like on the low dips?
It's going to be a temperature change.
A temperature change when you get in the water?
It's going to be this 1.5 hours.
Well, I'm talking about when it's raining in the Andes and you're going to be going down like any type of like gullies or saddles and going back up it. Is that going to be flooded out at the bottom of that saddle?
That's cool.
I'd be more worried about the slippery road
Oh yeah.
and the sand and stuff like that.
We're going to be on stuff that, you know, obviously he and I know nothing about, but
Yeah.
we're going to be on a lot of different surfaces that people say you're not supposed to ride motorcycles on.
They was on some unique surfaces, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So when you go in like a motorcycle, like on a car, if you break traction, you let go of the gas and brake and you let it go neutral and roll to a point and it grabs traction again. Is that the same thing with a motorcycle?
It's all about momentum. The problem is if the rut's too deep, your foot pegs get caught.
And it'll just grab you.
It just stops.
Oh.
You know, on that video it shows when a motorcycle gets stuck, it's usually sitting straight up in the air.
Well, that's
Because if it lays down one way or the other, you can usually get it out of it, but it's just like the back wheel drops.
Yeah.
Well, the good part about it is they're only 200, so it won't be too hard for the three of us to get a hold of a bike and pick it up.
If we can walk to it, if we don't sink trying to get to it.
Oh.
That's what they was having a problem with in the video. Remember the guy was falling down and they were trying to, you know, how can you lift something up when you sink every time you pick up?
One thing I feel like we might need is duct tape. You might need a roll of duct tape. Take your pants up, because my boots are waterproof. So you can,
How high are you?
Well,
they go up to my shin. That's what I'm saying. I duct tape up
after
here.
seeing that show, we want waterproof pants.
Do you think
Pants?
so?
I think so. Just something to put over pants, because you'll get soaked from here down.
Right, that's what I figured, but I thought you thought we'd dry out quickly.
We got that in Nicaragua.
Yeah,
too.
right.
So what do you,
You dry out when it quits raining, but if it don't quit raining, it don't
You don't ever dry out.
what about like some frog tog bottoms? Because it's still going to be 70, 80, 90 degrees when it's raining. You get some frog tog bottoms that are just waterproof, and you just have your jeans or shorts or whatever it is underneath it.
Man, those pants are expensive though. We were looking at them at
Frog togs?
Yeah.
no, the pants, the motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
The ones with the pads in them.
$795.
Those are too much. Yeah.
But
Those,
they asked me if I wanted a pair of coveralls. That might be one.
Did you see how much they were? Well, the climbs. I mean, the climb is obviously the highest price. They were $1,500, $14.99.
I think you can get a pair of hunting coveralls that are waterproof for way less than that.
Yeah. Or we just get some plastic bags and duct tape it to us.
You keep saying that, but
And
it
then
doesn't
rip 'em.
look very good coming to a new town, trashy as
And
shit.
then rip them off when we get done.
Or
gallon of Gold Bond with us and just cover us in Gold Bond.
Yeah, then it turns to cement when you're sweating your ass off.
Another thing about a motorcycle is that they're a whole lot easier to control when the front wheel's in the air versus when the rear wheel's.
If my front wheel's in the air, then I'm already in trouble.
Yeah,
Like,
my rear wheel's in the air.
Something went wrong.
I'm glad I got a new helmet.
I don't think I'm gonna be dropping the clutch on the 200 and be able to get that thing in the air.
Hey, so I think they're Indian-made bikes. So I've been doing a little bit of research about new 200cc bikes. I think
that's
they're
better than
Indian.
China?
I think they're Indian-made, and they're a whopping 19 horse.
Sorry, China listeners.
19 horses, not very much.
How much does you think the bike weighs?
What if the gas tank is steel?
I don't think it is, buddy.
Really?
Aluminum is lighter.
I need to know that.
It's
So I was trying to figure out if I've got some metallic clamps we could put on it to stick your magnets to.
They have straps, so you can strap it on.
Yeah, but you have a magnetic one. Yours
Could
is-
you do something with a 3D printer? Just have something to screw on there that's steel. Just have like,
I can screw magnets on it.
yeah, screw actual like things into the 3D printed thing that sits over
But I'd
the.
have to see it though. I mean, you can't just start printing stuff.
Oh, you can't bring the 3D printer to Colombia?
Nope.
Nope. Make good business down there.
You had a picture or something somewhere.
But we don't know if that's the actual bikes we're gonna get. It's just
Well, I think when you look at the pictures posted on that website, I think those are the bikes we're going to get.
could you get extensions that go down to the frame? Because the frame's gonna be steel.
Yes, it should be. You would think, yeah, frame should be steel.
So if those magnets have extended straps, they could go down to the actual frame.
Look, these are built into the thing I got for the gas tank has got 10 magnets on it, and they got ears that open up that slide down over and stick on the sides.
Hmm.
They're very strong magnets. But
I can't imagine having a steel tank on it. But I don't know.
see, I can't
How do you
imagine
know?
not. I've never been on a motorcycle that didn't have it.
You want me to
Have you ever been
ask
on
that
an
guy if
Indian
he has a
motorcycle?
magnetic tank bag would work?
They got that online ready. They're down.
Man. I mean, either than that, or you'd have to cut a hole in it and get some kind of twine or something to tie it to the frame or something that's not going to
Or
move.
just take it back and get one that's got straps on it.
That's the easiest part.
I've got Velcro straps we could take it. So
Are you gonna cut that shit out now?
You sent me a picture of it.
we're going to go. We're not going to tell you in advance where we're headed because we don't want people waiting there that might be
Fans? You think we have fans?
not fans. I mean, less than fans. We're going to take about 8 days on bikes. We're trying to ride between 2 and 3 hours a day.
Which will get us how far south?
All the way to
Must be it on slow? Question mark.
Santa Rosa de Cabal. Unless we decide to run down to that game. Well, that game though is
That game's
you know
in
what?
Cali.
Hey, that game is the night we'll be in. I'm not in Andes, so we can watch the game with them. Or
But if we do the game, we're going to get a flight to the game. We're going to get those $40 flights up to the
It took
game.
them, what, 2-3 days to get to Cali from Medellin.
who?
The
But that's
guys.
because they didn't go straight, right? 'Cause it's only an 8-hour ride.
Well, they thought about it. They thought that's what they planned on doing.
8-hour
but
ride with good
It took
weather.
a couple days because of the rain and,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
and the beer.
yeah, what was it, 300 kilometers? So they said they wasn't going to drink beer or anything because
I'd say must not have seen no when you're talking
COVID.
about COVID.
COVID's going to.
So they went down there during
Can't
COVID.
drink beer with COVID?
Well, no, they didn't want to act troublesome when they're guests and it's in the middle of COVID, so they wasn't planning on going out to bars.
Who was it? I mean, I guess I didn't see that one. That was your
Destination.
They were sponsored by Climb, so they have to be a big deal.
Yeah.
But if we're going to get there, I mean, I know you're going to get there a little earlier, but if we get there the 26th, we're not going to be able to just hoof it or not ride 8 to 10 hours up to Cali without being much more
Well,
comfortable.
we already have plans and Andy's on 27th and 28th.
Yeah, so the game is out.
Well, we're going to watch it.
We're going to watch it. We're not going to be at,
And
we're not going to be in
it
Cali.
might be more fun.
I think it
I
will.
personally think-
And
it
with a
will.
little cantina there.
Remember
Oh,
how
yeah.
we, even in Costa Rica, when we'd go to La Saligna to watch the...
Oh, yeah.
So one of the reasons we're doing this is to raise awareness for Parkinson's and DBS treatment. That's sort of kind of the thing that kicked the motorcycle trip off. We've been to Colombia a couple times, but Dave has always been on there. He wants to ride all the way across South America on motorcycles, and I'm not a motorcyclist. I never have been. But I had DBS surgery this past summer, and it completely changed my life. Completely stopped my Parkinson's. I mean, no drugs or anything. And I just want to live every day to whatever I can get everything I can get out of it. You know what I mean? So
Because I can live
I took him up on this, and hopefully, I don't know how popular this YouTube thing will be or not. I don't know how this is all going to go because I had to have GoFundMe help me pay for this one. The rest of it's all on credit cards, so if I can do that, I'd love it. I mean, hoping we like to ride motorcycles. We're going to find out by the time we're done.
It's just kind of showing that like people with Parkinson's, the life's not over. You know,
Right.
there's a lot of different things that can happen when you have Parkinson's, but that doesn't mean that the life's over.
And if you are interested in, I've talked to several people about DBS. If tremors are your major symptom, you need to get a hold of me or somebody, or get a hold of your movement disorder specialist and find out if that's offered in your area, because it's a big freaking deal. It changed my life.
And if it's not in your area, there's places up here. Right, we're in Ohio, so there's places up here that definitely do it for you.
I just hope I don't have the shakes when I come back.
We keep drinking like this, we're gonna have the shakes for some reason.
Yeah, well, I'll drink to that, I guess.
I'm gonna go out there and put a sign that say Long Island.
I'm really hopeful we find someplace that has really good cachuela.
Right on the corner
I
down
mean,
there.
Well, how close are we going to get to the coast again?
not.
Not? Well, it's closer to the coast than we are to the coast right now, so you're going to get it better there than here. Now, what is cachuela?
Cachuela actually means casserole in Spanish, and it's fish soup more or less. But is that what you call it?
Like a soup chili.
Soup chili.
It's thick.
It's creamy and it's thick and it's
It's hot and it boils when they bring it out. It's in a cast iron skillet. It's actually boiling it when it's served.
So it really is like a chili
kind of
with fish in it, you know.
it's all fish and it's creamy. It's really really good. First time I ever had it, we were in Buenaventura, and we're headed to Ladrilleros on the Pacific, and we sit down at a bar in Buenaventura, and it's really loud there, and it's really, there's a lot of shit going on. And he orders it, and we didn't have any prices on the menu. So if you're used to traveling in South America or Central America, you know the prices are really cheap on food. So he orders cachuela and orders me one, and says, "Shut up, let's eat this." We eat it, and the bill was $72 for these 2 bowls of
American?
soup. Yeah, $72.
She had 5 big sons who was also there, so we had to pay it.
She got her money, and we weren't happy. But from then on out,
$72. The hotels are cheaper than that.
way cheaper.
Regardless of what happens, good, bad, or indifferent, it's going to be an adventure.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're going to get taken a couple times because we always do.
Yeah. That's why you gotta have backup plans for everything.
Yeah.
I would swear a whole lot before you take.
If you find yourself shit out of luck, then well,
That's the best one you ever had.
that'd be your fault. You know, we're gonna have to edit that back in there.
Oh, you know what that
that
does?
clap is bullshit.
That clap makes it so you can synchronize the audio and the video. I learned that from another YouTuber.
Well,
he said the way he did was honk his motorcycle horn 3 times. It helps him synchronize it. Well, the clap will do the same thing. So what were we going to say?
So, when we stay in Medellin, we'll be in the southern part, so it'd just be as easy to go one way as it would be the other.
Well, we're going to be in the eastern part. El Poblado's on the east side of it.
All right.
So now there's, I mean, it's below. If you had an equator there, it'd be below the line, but not very far below the line.
and if we're going to reverse, then it's going to be
We're going to go through
going
town.
through the west side
Right,
south.
we're going to go through town, which we need to go. I mean,
It needs to happen at some point. It needs to happen.
but not right off the bat.
that's what we're doing.
Is there any way we can go over a hill and then cut across?
Well, I guess I didn't.
You have to
look
go
that closely,
directly
but-
south and then go west
Right.
from due south because we're over Medellin. If we go due south, then we won't hit anything, and then we'll go west, and then we won't hit anything.
Gotcha.
But are there roads out there?
We'll look. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I don't want to get on my phone right now, but yes, we'll look. I'd like to avoid town as much as possible, but
The first day.
we can do it.
The first day, that's it.
You need to watch this video. And they went through Medellin to start.
I mean, if it's anything like Costa Rica, when taxi drivers are driving up on the sidewalk,
It's like San Jose. It's not like
Yeah.
Cocoa, but it's like San Jose. Motorcycles are just they rule the streets.
Well, they don't rule the streets. They just think they rule the streets.
Huh?
So they get T-boned.
Okay, so we're going to be at, we're planning on being at Medellin on the
26th.
6.
27th, we're going to be heading south.
In the morning or afternoon? What are we doing there?
Well, in the morning, well, I mean, we got to figure it out, so we got to take off in the
But
morning.
if we're only riding 3 hours throughout the day.
There's plenty to do. I mean, what I'm thinking is there's just plenty to do.
Yeah.
We're not in a hurry, so there's just plenty to do. We can stop and do whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
I don't want to wake up at 6
I'm not
a.m.
saying we're
just to like
stopping to
have
do a
to
roller
do
coaster. I'm
something.
just saying, just like that waterfall that Diego took us to. If we run across it, we're not going there the first day. But there's a lot of stuff to see, man. There's a lot of waterfalls, and the people there are so stinking friendly. I mean, you meet people and they're just like, "Hey, come here."
Do we have any restaurants that we want to go to?
Yeah, La Mayoría. We're gonna do that.
At least that one and maybe Margaritas on,
Yeah,
what's
on
that,
the 70th.
70th Street.
Margaritas, and what's the other one?
It's La Mayoría. I can't do Y's in Spanish. La Mayoría.
Maria.
That's where the horses come down through the middle of the place. And,
They dance beside your table.
Diego turned some of that the first time we ever went there.
Probably just like a bunch of show cutting horses down there that they have.
No, these are
Spanish.
Lipizzans.
They're the prancers.
Oh yeah, they're not. No.
Really?
Oh my God, no. And the guys are like artists that write it. They even had a singer that writes. He's got it and he sings. Oh yeah, and the horses will bow down
And they're not amateurs. Like, I mean, here you might get amateurs doing shit like that. That's what they do.
That is incredible.
They're pretty cool.
That'd be really cool. And they go right beside like a table
Oh, yeah.
in the restaurant.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Can't do that in Ohio.
No. You can't do that in America, I don't think. Closest thing I've had is being in Colorado, like going to rodeos and stuff, and you have a trailer, like a food truck, and the horses come sprinting right by.
We need to find another salsa dance place.
So if somebody watching this right now knows that we like TBD on 70th, it was that basement salsa bar there. If you know of someplace, let us know so we can go there while we're there, because
I need to learn
this guy
salsa.
this guy right here can dance like hell.
I need to learn salsa.
He and I can watch
Oh yeah.
like hell.
Make sure you get his boots off because they don't want him killing anybody out there.
No. Boots gonna be on fire by the end of the night, moving so fast. Well, I mean, I don't know if there's any swing dancing, but I can do that better than anybody. I don't think there's any swing dancing.
I wouldn't put a challenge to anybody down there about dancing.
Thanks, sir.
They're pretty proud of their dancing.
But there's salsa, and then there's the one that starts with a B,
Buchada,
Buchada?
and meringue.
the merengue.
But doesn't each major city have their own? It's not just 1, 2, or 3.
Medellin
They
has
have that
the,
Costa Rica. They have those three in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Depends on the rhythm of the song.
yeah. And the songs, I mean, that's one of the things that I've always heard is that the music is a part of their culture and the dancing is a part of their culture. So, like, if you learn it, you better learn it fast because it's all or nothing. Like, you got to go out there and you got to do it.
It's a hoot. I mean, that place is a freaking hoot. People are so proud and they're good at what they do.
I just hope it's not the same bar that the horses are walking around because that's how I get
There's no
trampled.
dancing there.
Only the horses.
Only the horses.
You'll notice that they like a lot of soup.
Just soup in general,
Yeah, right.
like broth,
Breakfast,
Mondongo.
lunch,
right?
dinner, soups.
soups. Well, I don't eat a lot of soup. Maybe it'll regulate my digestive system.
Get you some Mondongo when we go.
Mandongo.
Yeah.
Mondongo makes me go. So what is mondongo?
I think it's
Look it
tripe,
up. Look it up on the.
tripe and
Look it up in the dictionary. It comes back as guts.
Guts?
It's good.
It is
I mean,
good.
but it's so much food. I mean, remember when Linda got that? What a
She got like a bucket, and she ate the whole thing. Loved it. She didn't even want to know what it was.
Hey, that's good.
That's right.
You have that sometimes where you look at it, you're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna eat it, and it's fine. And if you like it, doesn't even
When it's the
matter.
best dish in this area, let's say we go this and that's everybody. You gotta have this. You gotta have that.
And if it tastes good, who cares? Who cares what
It
it
usually
is?
does.
Who cares? If everybody else is eating it, it's gotta be good.
One thing I'm not doing is I'm not doing any more big ass ants.
Big ass ants.
Down there they sell those big ants, the aphrodisiac ants.
I mean, tell me when to stop. Like, how big is this ant?
He's a big ant.
Oh, okay. So you got like a little scorpion.
I seen them when I was down there last. The guy was selling these like tiger
It
ants.
says big ass ants on the
Yeah.
sign, yeah. For aphrodisiacs.
Grande
They're
culo
not good.
ant.
They're not good. About like those damn turtle eggs you made me eat.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know in Asia they have like scorpions and popsicles, and they have scorpions and like suckers. So you get through the sweet part, then you have to eat a scorpion at the end of the sucker. But that's just about the same size as like that ant. I just hope that the venom's not as potent. That'd be really fun though. I mean, I'd eat it. I'm down there. I'm gonna try everything that I can before I get sick.
I've tried the ants. I don't like them.
Ants is gonna be a nice little appetizer. If you fry anything, you deep fry it, then deep fry it again. It'll be good.
On that video, they was showing some concern about being gringos, which I never had an issue with when I was down there. But some people have still some animosity towards gringos.
Have you ever seen that?
I haven't.
We've had to pay a gringo tax once in a while. But other than the gringo tax, that's no.
I've never been in a village they seem to be quite cautious.
I remember in Nicaragua we did, because sometimes in Nicaragua the leftists really didn't like us, but outside of Nicaragua, we've never had
It was
that.
a small
Maybe
village,
that
you
maybe
think, or-
that lady that sold us that soup for $75 had a chip on her door.
That's a hell of a tax there. That's a hell of a
I think she
tax.
saw her payday coming. Is
Yeah.
what she saw. I don't blame her. You know what? If she can get it, she got it without us, no bloodshed, so she got it.
We didn't have a choice.
What, did it look like a smaller town that it was in? That they were trying to keep their customs or something?
No, it wasn't custom. It was just that, not everybody loves Americans like we do.
I've heard that a time too. I've heard that before.
But still, also people. Do you think they were biased beforehand before they went?
I don't know. I think that it was I think maybe it was a lot in these people's minds.
Yeah, they get
Where,
worked up over it.
yeah, and I've never really seen it.
I've never been treated poorly, but in Ecuador, I think right now you might get treated poorly as a tourist. But
So that ended kind of abruptly, but you get kind of the idea. It's two rookie motorcyclists and an experienced motorcyclist. We're just going to go and we've got a route we want to do, but we're not stuck to that route. We have a date we pick up the motorcycles and a date we drop them back off, and that's about what our guiding principles are down there. So if you're interested in this video, like it and subscribe or however that stuff works. We're not really into that just yet, so we don't make any money from this. Just if you want to see us, we're going to try it live maybe once or twice. All depends on how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the other side.